Welcome to KiddNation Extra.
Yay, us.
Yay, us. This is where we work extra for you, KiddNation. You know why? Because you deserve it.
Yay, you.
Yeah. You're at work in your cubicle or in your office, if you're lucky enough to have one of those. And
An office with a window. That's nice.
Oh, yeah,
if
right.
you got one with a window, do send us pictures because I've always wondered what it's like.
We have a freaking window right there. This is your office.
Never mind, don't send them. I'm good.
What are you
JC,
talking about?
I forgot about that.
JC forgot, which reminds me of something we were talking about today on the show.
Yeah?
What's your first memory?
Oh, yeah. We talked about the first memory we ever had.
Yeah.
And mine was at 4 years old.
Right. Mine was, I think, around 5 or 6 when we were playing at our little creek down the street. Oh no, I talked about my first kiss. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nicole.
I have flashes of memories. I very vividly remember sitting in a high chair in the middle of the living room. I think my parents just put me in front of a TV because that's what you do.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there eating in my high chair watching Penelope Pit Stop. It was a cartoon. My dad used to call me Penelope Pit Stop. She was a race car driver with long red hair.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that. That's like a little flash. And I was big enough to sit in a high chair.
I
have a flash of that.
I don't remember. I might have said mine was 4 years old that I vividly remember I was 4 and I was in my Batman costume and it was the gray one. It wasn't the cool black one.
Okay.
And my dad was dating my mom at the time because he met her when I was 2 years old.
Yeah.
And I remember screaming, Miale! That's what I used to say. And then I remember running into his arms and jumping into his arms. But I also have a memory, and I was probably younger, of, you remember those things you put the kids on and all they can stand, but they can only...
Got rollers?
The swivel, yeah, the roller thing. I remember having a huge temper tantrum in one of those in the kitchen.
It's funny what just jumps out. I
Yeah.
guess because it was a traumatic moment.
Yeah.
Or a happy moment for me.
I remember Mom was washing the dishes, and I was just having a huge fit. So now when my kids have one of those, I remember, I don't know if that triggers it for me, watching my kids do that. But
Gosh, I miss being a kid.
so easy.
It was so easy.
No school, just chilling at home,
No
watching cartoons.
responsibilities.
But I saw this, according to this survey, the best age of our lives,
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
9.
Well, I've missed that.
9.
Missed that boat.
See, 9. I was in the 3rd grade or either 4th grade for the first time.
Yeah. 9 years old. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what grade I would have been in because I skipped 4th grade. So was I in 3rd or 5th?
I think I was in 4th grade when I was 9.
So I must have been in 5th grade.
Yeah, you probably were in 5th grade.
That was the year I fell into the manhole.
You fell in a manhole?
Yes. I was walking back from Albert Sidney Johnston with about 4 of my buddies.
Okay.
And I was trying to tell a story. Imagine that. And I'm walking backwards,
I do remember you telling us now.
facing my buddies.
Yeah.
And nobody told me that there was a manhole that didn't have the lid on it. And so I fell in one leg in, one leg out.
Ouch.
Yeah. Michael McCain ran up the street to get my mama.
Why didn't they just pull you out?
I don't know.
That is crazy.
And he was way bigger than me. All he do is pull me out. But I fell in a manhole when I was 9 years old.
Well, they say it's
the best year
because
of my life.
it's because 67% of us really miss our childhoods, like Kelly was just saying. And the 3 things that we miss the most, and let's see if we all agree with this.
Okay.
School vacations.
Yeah, I'll give you something to look
Summer
forward
vacation.
to.
Yeah, it was always awesome to just get out of school, throw all your papers everywhere, and just go have fun with your friends. The summers,
Yeah.
which also has to do with
Vacation,
vacationing. And playing outside until it got too dark and then having to go home before your mama started yelling your name.
You got to be in before that light comes on, the city light.
They don't do that anymore, though. Everybody has to have organized play dates.
Everyone's playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
Now your mom jumps into your PlayStation and yells your name.
Right. You have to get off that iPad before the light comes on.
Yeah. So different times. I'm hoping it'll go back to where the kids are playing outside. I'm trying to get my kids to go outside more often.
Right.
But they still want to stay inside and be on the iPad and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Kelly's podcast did get out today. It's released.
Yeah.
It's already out there, right?
It's out. It comes out 10 a.m. Central Time every Thursday.
Okay, so make sure you grab that one. A sandwich and some leaven is what you got to listen
some
to.
leaven. You can listen to old episodes.
Y'all kind of got into it about a couple of things.
Yeah.
on this episode.
It's a feisty one this time around.
Alan was listening to us do Love Letters to Kelly on Wednesday's show, and he heard about the man that was upset that his girlfriend kept stealing money from his wallet.
Yeah.
And that led him to, he didn't like my answer, he said, because he related it to when I steal French fries or whatever off of his
He
plate.
does have solid point.
Valid point.
Very valid point. I got his
And
back on that one.
He was like, basically, if the woman would only ask for permission to get money out of the wallet. I said, but
Right.
I think that the man had already addressed that. Just tell me. And she kept stealing it anyway.
Right.
I said, and it doesn't matter if I ask you for permission to take a French fry, because you give me attitude anyway. And say, if you had wanted French fries, you should have ordered French fries.
That's a good point.
I'm like, but I don't want a whole order of French fries. I want one, possibly two. Because I ordered a salad. Because I'm lying to myself that I've started a diet.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
That's what every girl does, though. You
Oh
guys
my
always order the
gosh.
salad and then you take our French fries.
So I can't even like reach over anymore to get a bite off of his plate unless
Alan-
he absolutely offers.
Alan, what you need to do is what we did when we were in school. You put if you're right-handed, I assume Alan is right-handed.
Yes, he
You
is.
put your left arm around your plate.
Uh-huh.
This. That's how we used to do.
And then
To make-
tuck your chin into
Like
your
you're in
shoulder.
prison.
To make sure that
Yeah.
nobody's taking your
That's
food
ridiculous.
or copying off your paper.
Girls already call us dogs, and that's basically what dogs do when they go eat. They just get around the bowl and they're just getting after it. My wife had the audacity.
Oh,
Audacity.
What is she?
To what? Well, I ordered my enchiladas, and they only give you 3,
Right.
sometimes 2.
Right.
This restaurant gave me 2 enchiladas, so I only had 2 of those.
Uh-huh.
She ordered a salad,
Sure.
and then she goes and grabs one of my enchiladas and plops it on her plate and says, "We should split our dishes," because she got a salad.
No.
So I ended up with a bunch of lettuce and only one of my enchiladas.
Dude, you're the Mexican guy.
Yeah.
You got dibs, right?
That's my deal.
Yeah.
She took it from me. All right, let's get to the question of the day. What? I just wanted to get off
Enough
that
of
shit. Yeah. No, well, it's time for the question of the day.
Al's well, he doesn't have anybody to steal food off his plate.
Yeah.
See? That's the thing.
He
At
quit.
least you have somebody to steal food
Yeah.
off your plate. What Al wouldn't give to have somebody
I'd
he
love-
loves steal food off his plate.
I'd love to have somebody steal food.
You
off
want
my
that?
plate.
See?
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
I'm blessed that I have to. I
Yeah,
get
you
to have
are.
those fights with my wife. Of
There
course.
you are. You're so
Yeah.
lucky.
I'm lucky enough to have those fights.
Yeah, I don't have to split my food with
You
anybody.
hear
No.
that nonsense
Yeah.
on the podcast.
Yeah.
And plus, I just gotten back from happy hour. Half-price bottles of wine.
How many bottles did you drink?
We split one.
Whoa.
2 of us.
I
split
love
one.
half-price bottle of wine night. I really
Yeah.
do. I'm starting to. And some places, I guess this would depend on what state you live in. If you don't finish it, they let you take it home.
Really?
I didn't. Well, we finished it,
Oh,
so I
okay.
don't know if that was an option.
Yeah. Well, I'm usually by myself, but at
And-
mine,
oh.
you can as long as they cork it, you can take it home.
Speaking of, that reminded me on this week's podcast,
Yeah.
I give helpful tips on getting rid of fruit flies.
Oh, I need
One
that.
of them involves. Alan's like, we don't have fruit flies. I said, because I haven't been to the farmer's market yet with all the new spring fruits
Yeah.
and vegetables. You always get little natty things in your house.
I got 'em.
Then you need to listen to my podcast because I give you several tricks to get rid of fruit flies.
My wife looked it up because we had so many of those that she says that they're coming in from the
The sink
The
or
sink
whatever.
and the-
I,
They
think,
can.
I don't know how they get in, but I just know they're everywhere and they're so annoying.
Yeah.
They're very annoying.
So I tell her to listen to the podcast.
they're coming in from the sewer. So now I picture all these gnats with
For
poo legs,
Powers, yeah.
bunch of those. All right, now it's time
Okay.
for the question of the day.
All right.
And this one came from the text, and it's have any of your significant others ever gotten jealous of a coworker here at the studio?
My
Have you ever had any girlfriends get jealous of anybody here on the show, Al?
My ex-girlfriend, I can say it now. I may have even said it on the air. She was way jealous of Kelly.
Really?
Way jealous of Kelly.
Oh, did she find out about,
Well, yeah, she found out about that. Well,
Yeah.
I kind of alluded to it, but
right.
but it may have stemmed from that dream that I had about Kelly that one time where me
We
and Kelly,
got all teared up.
we didn't do it. We didn't do anything in my dream, but I was like, it was like my girl. I mean, we were like the Notebook type hugging and stuff.
Yeah.
And but just overall, in general, I think of our
That was the
relationship.
most awkward when you were telling about that dream, and Al was looking at me, and I was looking at Al like, "What are you doing?"
It was so awkward.
He started crying because he loved me so much in this dream that he was still feeling those emotions. I'm like, it was.
It was weird because
It
It
was
was
weird.
freaky.
It was like the way I would tear up about my wife.
It was
Right?
It was
Yeah.
so-
like if she's dead or something,
Yeah.
and you're remembering the love.
Yeah,
That's the way it was.
like
I
something
was
bad
that.
happened.
it was so.
But then again, like for my birthday, he would throw these huge parties. And for her birthday, he might remember,
Yeah.
and she's like, you're doing all these things for Kelly,
Yeah.
a big bar promotion. And he's like, well, nobody's going to come to the bar for your birthday. Is his argument.
Wow.
So she had a problem with me from the get-go.
Yeah.
Yeah. All because of you, Al.
Yeah.
What
that
about?
Oogie Dream.
Is that the only person that's been jealous of Kelly?
Yes.
Oh, that's not bad. That's a good run.
Not that I know of.
Yeah.
That I can recall. What about you, Kelly? Anybody jealous?
Many years ago,
Uh huh.
when Kid was alive, and this was before you came, JC, and I don't even know if Al remembers. When I first moved here, I dated a guy named Kevin.
Uh huh.
And Kid had a very big problem with that. I think Kid felt very protective of me because he brought me here from South Carolina. So it was like a big brother kind of thing. He did not take kindly to Kevin and, was like giving a lot of grief on the air and stuff. And Kevin broke up with me about that. He's like,
Whoa.
I can't date you because of Kid or whatever.
Wow.
And it was like, I was like, nobody's ever going to date me. Yeah, he was real protective.
What's Kevin up to now? Whatever happened to him? Do you ever check it?
Somebody else? I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the only incident I can think of. I don't think anybody ever had a.
Freddie wasn't jealous of me.
No.
Nah, Freddie would whoop your butt. He would whoop your butt.
That's the only incident was kind of like a weird thing.
Yeah.
I don't think Kinsey has ever been jealous of
Anybody?
hot
here?
girl
anybody
up here?
here. No, because she's really good friends with Kelly. She's friends with Jenna.
And she knows how you feel about redheads. There's nothing to worry about here.
I love redheads.
Whatever.
Turned on so hard by redheads. She did get jealous at my old job. An intern was, I guess, flirting a little. I was oblivious to it. I didn't notice it, but apparently, according to my wife or girlfriend at the time, she said this girl was very handsy with me because she would always want to touch my shoulder.
Yeah.
And she was very flirty.
And she got very territorial, right?
So she hated this intern girl. To where if I had an event and this girl was working, Kinsey would never show up to my events unless that girl was working. So then I started going like, oh, if I want Kinsey to show up, I would just tell him, hey, get homegirl to work that event. That way I'll have Kinsey there with me.
Was she hot?
Yeah, she was pretty.
Okay, just like 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's just go ahead and give Kinsey a 10.
Yeah, Kinsey's a 10.
Other girls, 9, 9.5.
Nah, she's probably like an 8. 7 or an 8. Yeah, she was good. She's a pretty girl.
Yeah.
I'm sure she had no problem finding a man.
But men have affairs. They don't have to be 10s to have an affair.
That's
It's how the
true.
woman treats them. And if he, not you in your situation, JC, at all, I'm not
Right.
saying that. But if a man goes home and his wife, first thing she does, she nags him, she complains, and you got some little 6 or 7 at the office telling him every day, oh, you look so hot today. You smell good.
Yep.
What are you wearing? And,
Yeah.
oh, have you been working out and feeding that ego,
Yeah.
And then he comes home to his hot wife who nags. You never know. I'm not saying it's justified by any stretch.
No, it's not.
But I'm just saying you don't always have to be hot
Yeah, that's
to be
true.
the mistress.
I think I did see some study that said that usually a man will, if he cheats, will cheat with someone
Cheats down.
under this. Yeah, what
side chick is not
yeah,
as
more
hot.
about building him up and making him feel like this
Yeah.
stud.
making him feel like a
It
man.
has nothing to do with looks.
Yeah. But if you want to be the question of the day, go ahead and throw it down there on the comment section. Sometimes we get them from the text too, but we'd rather have them here on the comments. And we'll get you another KiddNation Extra tomorrow morning. Make sure you join us on the show. We got Flush the Format.
Yeah.
We got Feel Good Friday.
Yeah.
We'll talk to Gray Drake about the movies coming out.
Oh, yeah.
And we got Beat the Bank twice a day. Your shot at winning up to $1,000. And some other stuff that we're going to do.
Yay.
More of that. We'll see you tomorrow, Kid Nation. Not Kid, but Kid Nation.
Keep up, up.